Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio. Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set. 8, read.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Let's go.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5. On second down, a run with Lindsay. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Hey, kill.
Prescott on first down. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Bengals. 54 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
I'm coming after you. Hey, kill.
Prescott from the gun. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Let's go.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Get in the weight room.
On play action, Prescott. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
Here we go, 46.
Throwing, Prescott. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll run. It's Lindsey pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From just shy of midfield, Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
To throw it is Locke. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
From the gun again to Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And Adams has it complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Prescott looks to throw on first. Open man is Ross, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. A quick throw now complete to Ross. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the potential.
And they'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. 25 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 38, Locke. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. Well, the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Off the play fake, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's Lindsey. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Flushed out right, airing it out for Hamilton. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go, 480. 52. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Here we go, 40 seconds. 52. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Prescott now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
High 7.
On 1st down, Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Let's go. Trips.
X3. 218, chop, sneak grip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 15-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was looking for Landry that time.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary. playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 48. 51. No chance. Then we're going to 53.
Prescott off play action. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Call that a very strong gain of 24. On 1st down, Mixon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
51 to Mike. Check pass, check pass.
Go, get out there, get out there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Prescott down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, don't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
I'm ready.
52's the mic. Not today, you are. Not today.
Get it.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, 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 hey.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They come out here in the I. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 28-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Hey, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Prescott. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Prescott now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. It's caught here by Adams. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 11.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, and that's complete to Adams. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And Adams has it complete. And they'll line wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Well, Prescott here to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time, but it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Prescott yet again. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Now Prescott. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Davante Adams. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Lock now, 8 of 17 so far, under 50%. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week one.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football,
yeah,
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for Cincinnati, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get another